Yo, what's good, my guys? I'm about to shoot a film review real quick, so if y'all interested, that would be dope for real. Hold on. You're watching me set up. Yep. Okay. Check. Yo, check this out, guys. Bruh. Alright. Bet. Could probably get a better. Yo. Let's get a view of the room. Sick. Yeah, this is a fucking terrible stand, but alright, let's get it popping. So, I'm gonna review, I think I'll just start off reviewing the menu. So, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second, I'm flipping through pages. So, the menu. Now, this is a movie directed by some guy, because I didn't look up who directed it. Here, you know what? We're professionals over here. Let's see, let's look up who directed the menu. Mark Mylode. Your load is, director of Ali G in the House, and yeah, nothing but really great movies. So let's talk about the directing in the menu. It is it subpar is the word, or on par? Subpar is worse than par. So it's a little better than par. It's competently directed, but it's very studio, I find, just super clean, not really that realistic. You kind of can tell you're watching a movie, but that's also maybe one of the bigger pros with it. It's perfectly comfortable with just being a movie. It has a beginning, it has a middle, it has an end, it kind of has a meaning. Some of the commentary on modern day cuisine is so tiny, and you eat it and you're not even full, and it's pointless. Why can't we just eat burger? It's pretty basic. It's shit people have always said. But it's not terrible. It's pretty predictable. It's enjoyable enough if you have a group of friends. Maybe you don't want to put on some fucking I don't know. I'm thinking of ending things, or some weird, crazy, fucking mind-bending movie. The menu's pretty simple. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. As you can see, I wrote that for the menu. I was gonna write notes, but while writing the review, but then I realized maybe I won't do that. But let's get into the other things about the menu. Nicholas Hoult in the movie, that guy, I wanted to just kill him, strangle him to death the whole movie. He's giving off young Sheldon vibes for real. Anna Taylor-Joy, perfectly fine in the movie. Yeah, perfectly fine. Ralph Fiennes, or Rafe Fiennes, he was good. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about it. I know people seem to really like it. I think the biggest problem is it's a horror movie, but it's not scary. It's a thriller, but it's not thrilling. perfectly watchable, and especially like when I watched it, I was just making fun of it the whole time. I was like making up predictions, and like half the time they'd be right. And then I made some predictions of like based on like how characters would die. Spoiler alert, characters do die in the menu. And I was wrong on all of them, but it's because there isn't like there's maybe one exciting death in the whole movie. So yeah, it was okay. Now let's review the poster for Venom 2. So it's kind of doing the here. Wait, let me take you a bit closer. It's kind of doing the like what's it called? The not Last Jedi, the Star Wars Episode 7 poster thing. Haven't seen Venom 2. I work in a movie theater, so I just like they give me posters and shit, and I was like, bruh, of course I'm gonna take Venom 2. Seen Venom 1, really bad in my opinion. So, Men. This movie's sick. I'd say everyone should watch this. It is genuine. Like, I like it because it's like actually scary. Is like one like big pro. I feel like a lot of, it's not even that like huge of a horror movie, but it's like actually scary, which I can't say about a lot of movies, especially not the menu I just talked about. Suspiria. It's not super scary, but it looks really nice. It's a giallo, so it's by Dario Argento, pretty famous filmmaker. I think that's his biggest movie. He has like Deep Red and Opera. What is You Like Hitchcock is like a newer movie by him. I haven't seen much of his newer stuff, but I really do like Suspiria. There's a remake of Suspiria recently. I found it really boring, personally. Like, yeah, it was just like 3 hours long. It was gray. It's super artsy. It's like a girl like breaks her back and like pisses her pants. So like that's super artsy and shit. Creepshow. I haven't seen Creepshow in a while. I like the poster a lot. I can't really give a review. I haven't. It's been so long. I only remember the Leslie Nielsen little sketch. This Tyler poster is pretty good. This the Halloween Ends poster. I don't know if you can see. It's fucking. I don't know. It's like Michael Myers' face, but he's like in the shadows and shit, so you can't see it too well. Halloween Ends is sick. I get not liking or like loving it because it's not great or anything. Oh, Before Sunrise, classic movie. I get not loving it, but I mean like I really enjoyed the first Halloween remake in this series, not the Robert Zombie one, and in the theater at least. When I watched it at home, I was kind of but like I had a lot of fun watching it with my friends. Like it was one of the best theater experiences for movies ever. And I kind of liked how unpredictable like the one shots were. It was cool. But Halloween Kills. Now that movie sucked. I think I turned it off. Maybe you've seen 15 minutes of it. I've seen scenes. It looked really bad. I didn't like Halloween Kills at all. So I kind of went into... I was not going to watch Halloween Ends. And then I watched a Red Letter Media video, and they were like, you know what? We kind of liked it. So I kind of stopped watching it there, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm interested, because I'm a big slasher movie guy. And I watched it, and it's like... It's not perfect, but it's like... the Halloween movie where like Michael possesses a little girl is like that one's shit. That one's like terrible. But it's kind of like that movie but done much better. The kills are entertaining. Yeah, I found it to be quite entertaining, and that's kind of all you can ask for out of a Halloween movie. And I know some people are like, "Oh, I'm asking for something that's gonna be thrilling and like scary and like ooh, like fucking keep me tense and shit. I did all the Halloween movies are bad. Like there's like two, maybe three you can argue good ones, but all of them are bad pretty much. So if you give me a fucking entertaining movies with tongues getting cut off and fun gore and it's shot very well, I'm happy. And so I feel like yeah, if you like horror movies, like slasher movies, I think you'd probably like Halloween Ends. And I also want to talk about the movie Shiva or Shiva Baby. This is a movie I watched with my friends not too long ago. We watched it after the menu. Now I've already seen Shiva Baby at the time. This was my second time watching it. But it really ingrained in my head how good the movie was. So the first time I watched it, I had to turn it off during some scenes because it was just so awkward. Like sometimes I can't take it. I'm like, holy fuck, this situation's getting to me. It's getting into my soul. And I had to turn it off. Now with friends, you can't turn it off because you look weird. But also there's the kind of element of I'm sitting with my friends and we're watching the movie. So we're watching this girl's life kind of fall apart in one terrible Shiva. But like, you kind of have the disconnect of like, we're with our friends, like nothing awkward's happening here. When you're solo watching this movie, it's like you really feel like you're the character. And I think that's a huge testament to how good the movie is. Some of the really great aspects of this movie, it's really well written. It's well acted. Yeah, like the dialogue's just great. It's very realistic. I like so in the menu, the setting is like, it's on this island and, all basically takes place in one room. And the room's so fancy and the chefs are so fancy and the island's so nice and you get these nice shots of coral, but it's surface level. I think after we get into the restaurant itself, there's nothing interesting with the cinematography. Like maybe once or twice you'll get like an overhead shot and that's pretty much it. It's very basic. Nothing really happens. They don't explore the island at all. Like there's a scene where they all like run out and when they explore the island, nothing really feels like it got properly explored. Nothing feels like they put a proper amount of time in it. But with Shiva Baby, it's a movie that all takes place mostly in a house. If you don't know what a Shiva is, it's basically like the after party to a funeral. It's more so like a family get-together. So at a Shiva, you would be expected to see like aunts and uncles you haven't seen in like years, like extended family. And so that can already be like uncomfortable or awkward. Like you already have such a great setting for something that's awkward. And then when you throw on top of that, like the main character's ex-girlfriend being there and they're just like being very bitchy towards each other and like just so much like sass, like oh my God, you look good. It's like, yeah, I know, like I look good ever since you fucking left me at the altar, you dumb fuck. Like it's not like that. I'm just like, this is like the New York woman impression I'm doing here. But there's that. There's another plot point which I don't want to even spoil, but yeah, that's really good as well. The parents do a great job. I think the parents are one of my favorite parts of the movie. They're just so funny, like, and you can tell they care, but they're also like strict and they don't really know what they're doing, or like they're not doing like the best thing possible, but they are trying their best. It's clear. It's very entertaining. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. It's not like a 9 or a 10. It's not like some high art piece, but it is a movie that is somewhat artsy, kind of it kind of calls to what Trey Edward Schultz did in Krisha a bit, but it's much more fun than Krisha is. And yeah, it's a fun movie that's an hour and 15 minutes. The menu is like an hour 50 and it feels pretty short. Shiva Baby is an hour 15 and it feels long, and that's a huge compliment. Like, you wouldn't want a 3-hour movie that feels like way longer than 3 hours might be like a bad thing, but like an hour 15 feeling a bit longer is pretty good for a movie, I think. Crams a lot into one space, kind of like how everyone is crammed into this tight space. It's very entertaining, really well acted. I didn't even mention the main character. She's in a film, Bodies, 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 which I think is very entertaining as well. Like, so much fun. I don't know if Shiva Baby's A24. I know Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is here. I'll look that up. But yeah, she's great in it here. I'll look it up just also so I can say her name. Rachel Sennett. She's great in it. Molly Gordon is good in it. She plays Maya, and she plays who they call roadside assistants in Booksmart. Polly Draper and Fred Melamed play Debbie and Joel, which are her parents. They do a fantastic job. And yeah, no, great movie. Really like it. I think everyone should check it out. Here, I'm going to search up Shiva Baby A24. Production company. No, I don't think it is A24. No. It is like sort of like, if you like A24 movies, it's probably like pretty similar to like that. It's definitely in that. Okay, I feel like okay, God, fucking rambling here. Jeez. Fucking reviewing posters in your room? What's that all about? Yeah, anyway, yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'll probably post it. This is like the first time I'm trying like this. I like it because like it's very, it's just very basic. I can just talk to a camera, kind of get my thoughts out, and I like it because I feel like a lot of content, it's about getting your personality out there. And I think, honestly, I kind of wish I got more of my personality out there. I feel like I was doing such a good job reviewing these movies that you don't even see it that much. But I kind of like the looser, kind of more conversational tone in this video. It probably would help me post more or at all. And yeah, this is like my first video. Hopefully production value goes up or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, thanks. I'm gonna do the thing where I like cover up the camera, and I'm holding the ring light so I can't. I cover. Ooh. Okay, bye.